Well, I have the opportunity to once again talk to my pal in the industry, Jess Carrier. Oh, damn it.
Man,
I'm brittle. I'm old. Oh,
I think
you chipped a bone now. Anyway, Jess Carrier from Thunderworks Games is hanging out with me here at Gamehole Con. Yes, this year we actually have video, not just audio, although, sorry. But a lot of cool stuff going on. You have a Kickstarter that is running right now, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But first, I want to talk a little bit about Fliptoons, which came out at Gen Con.
Mm-hmm.
It is, as far as I understand, practically sold out.
That's correct. We have what is here at Gamehole Con, one case back in our warehouse, and that is all that we have of Fliptoons for the foreseeable future. The foreseeable future does include reprint that is in process right now, so Don't be too afraid. It will be back. I don't know exactly when it's going to land, but we're hoping in December, January, we should have restocks again.
Nice.
So right now, mostly what's available is what the stores still have left. So support your friendly local game store and look for Fliptoons there. Or while supplies last, you can of course roll up here at Gamehole Con or to thunderworksgames.com to get a copy for yourself. When you purchase it directly from us, it also comes with a free mini expansion, the Big Button mini expansion, which I believe you said you enjoy playing it with the Big Button expansion.
I only actually played it once or twice with the Big Button expansion. So, I mean, just the standard Fliptoons, if you're not familiar with the game, it is a pretty lightweight deck building game. And you're not creating huge decks either. And you are supposed to be casting the next great animated show. And you are actually adding members to the cast. And it's got a really cool sort of like 1930s sort of design style to the character models and that. It's a blast.
A term I learned was called rubber hose animation. I did not know that's what it was called until learning and starting up with Fliptoons. But yeah, the rubber hose animation where they're kind of So
a lot of the Max Fleischer studio back in the day, like Betty Boop, a lot of the background
Steamboat
characters.
Willie,
yes.
yeah. So
we can say whatever we want about Steamboat Willie because he's
exactly.
public domain.
No copyrights there, yeah.
Another game that came out at Gen Con, which I think is another game that you're practically sold out of, is Citizens of the Spark.
Yes, a much bigger game. Still features anthropomorphic animals, but in a very different style. This one is a card drafting and tableau building, so there's a certain amount of, we've got anthropomorphic animals on both sides, we've got card drafting on both sides. Beautiful, endearing art on both sides, but those games could not possibly be more different.
Right.
Yeah, so very different feel. That one's a lot more tactical back and forth with a lot more factions.
That it's a card drafting game, and you're adding citizens to your city, and there's an upcoming cataclysm, but you're not playing like post-apocalyptic. You're preparing for it, so you're trying to have the best citizens that are going to help your city survive this cataclysm that's coming up. And it's a very fast-moving game, and there's there's various different strategies to it, but it's not something where you're like, oh, the analyst, come on, what do I do?
Right?
No.
And it keeps moving really well too, because when you play a card, so let's say you play one of your citizens is the scientist. You play your scientist and you do its actions and you get its 10 points. It's now everybody else's turn around the table to follow your move if they can and want to. So if I also have a scientist, I can follow with my scientist, and I might have a higher strength scientist than you have. So I might make 15 points when you're making 7, and I'm like, hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you playing that so I could follow and along. So there's a lot of push and pull. There's a lot of variety because there's 30 different factions, and you mix together 7 to 10 of them. So the strategy for each game is going to be varied in the way that, a card that might be very valuable in one combo is not as great for you the next game. So it really makes you think out what you're going to be doing every game.
And the various different combinations of the available citizens can also determine the sort of game you're going to play.
Yeah.
Because if you want something where it's like more kumbaya, let's all hold hands, you can. And if you want it to be a little more cutthroat, I don't want to say in your face, but if you want to be have a little more impact on your fellow players, you can play it that way as well.
You could say it. You could say mean. If you want to play mean, there are cards that you can play a little bit more mean.
Gamers aren't mean.
Never.
We're all
I'm never
loving
mean.
and kind.
But it
Especially
really,
in their comments on videos, just it's all beauty. and
the internet is a very
kindness.
friendly place. Yes. But here at Gamehole Con, honestly, it is one of our favorite shows here in Madison.
It is a
It's
very
our home
friendly
turf.
convention.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. We're here in Wisconsin. We're based right out of Madison, so we're just crossing town to come over here to this, and everyone is friendly. Everyone's so nice. People we've never met before. People who come back every year. It's a fantastic show. We get to rub elbows with the cool media elites. that come
Where are they?
To give me a couple minutes of your very valuable time. So thank you for that. But yeah, it's a
Not
blast.
as, not
You
as
couldn't keep us
valuable as
away.
you may think.
God, stop. we appreciate it.
So let's talk about the big news. Let's talk about the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter is for Tenpenny Parks,
Yes.
which is a game where the players are building a theme park.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's got the beautiful art of Vincent Detrate, one of the best known
is
and
really nice.
most respected artists in the industry. We are so grateful to have him doing art for this. When Keith originally reached out with this design looking for an artist, because he was the first one that he thought of when Tenpenny Parks came to us originally. And Vincent also was such an amazing person. He looked at that and said, I want to be a part of that. I want to get in on this. And we've had him for both the base game and the 2 new expansions now. So the expansions are on Kickstarter right now, like you said.
We're going to talk about those in a minute.
Yeah, okay. But Tenpenny Parks, fantastic game where you are building a theme park. So if you like roller coasters, if you like theme parks, amusement parks, cotton candy and hot dogs, and
If you want the kids to ride on a mammoth,
yes, or get flung by a catapult into a neck. So we just like to imagine the
doesn't
rides
love that?
in the kind of 1920s level of safety. You know,
Of course.
That kind of imagining. But it's so beautiful. It's a lovely game. It has such a table presence, and it's been calling out for expansions for years. So we're very excited to be bringing Tenpenny Parks to a new generation of people who can enjoy it and have fun building a theme park. It's got elements of tile placement, so you really feel like you're actually developing your landmarks and your property. You are developing this park and having to decide how to spend your money. Is it on buying new expansions for your ground? Is it on cutting down trees so that you can build more easily? Is it on investing in some more concessions to bring in more income? Or do you save it up and do some advertising on the rides that you've already built to get more visiting people? The victory points, VP, in this game is visiting people. You are competing to bring the most people to your park. So sort of like Citizens, we want it to be more about building up than about trashing what someone else has done.
Right.
It's about making what you've got the best it can possibly be, but competitively.
of course. And you're seeing some B-roll footage, so you'll actually see the table presence it has.
It's gorgeous.
There are 2 new expansions. They are up on Kickstarter. One of them's a bigger size expansion. Another one's a little smaller size.
Yes.
So
And the smaller
Innovations is the first?
Yes,
The bigger?
Innovations is the larger one, and that one's kind of your classic crunchier Euro edition. So what I would call Tenpenny Parks in its original form is midweight, maybe to midweight light Euro. And it's snappy, it's quick to learn, it looks a lot crunchier than it is. And as a lot of people who have grown to love Tenpenny Parks go on to be like, now I kind of want more crunch. I want more strategy. I want my brain to be pulled in more directions. So Innovation
Right.
is definitely the heftier one. We've added research tracks, so you have a new researcher worker that you're going to have to assign and move. You've got new expansions, you've got new restrictive landmark tiles, you've got specialists that you can hire to help with your park, and technological advancements. So there's a lot more kind of pulling your brain in different directions. It's a really big one, and it has the most beautiful screen printed meeples. I can't wait for you guys to see them. They're so pretty. And then Winter Lights and Spooky Nights, the smaller one. I love a thematic.
Spooky
I
kids,
do.
spooky.
Spooky season is my jam. I love it so much. And it's beautiful, and those 2 are actually 2 expansions in one box. So it's technically 3 expansions, but we'll call it 2 because it's 2 boxes, right?
And one is sort of a winter holidays
Yes, yeah.
sort of expansion.
Yeah, so a lot of kind of frosty themed rides, with toboggans and North Pole bounce. And you've also got Christmas trees, gorgeous little Christmas tree meeples, and those replace some of the natural trees on your park grounds. But unlike the normal trees, you cannot cut those down. And they also provide cheer, which is a new track for the holiday season. So as you develop cheer, you're going to progress up the cheer track, which gives you bonuses, but also makes you give gifts to your opponent in the true season of giving style. And then for the Halloween, we've got the cutest little ghost meeples you've ever seen with little bonuses on their little ghost butts. And you can haunt any of your attractions and use the attraction bonuses from those ghosts to get extra bonuses and more visiting people from those rides, because nothing sells tickets to a theme park like a haunted ride during spooky season. Right? That's given. So.
And unlike many of the theme parks out there that do holiday, like Halloween festivals, all the rides are open.
And they never break. They're never broken down. They're always going. Yeah. But yeah, you can even get holiday themed concessions. You can build holiday themed rides, approach holiday themed goals. We've also got communal goals, and we've got that medium box and the smaller box expansion. We're also doing a giant big box collector's edition. So we are making available a collector's edition with upgraded premium components, with a beautiful insert that has removable token trays and layers, and everything fits beautifully inside it. We're making that available both with and without the base game inside. So if you already own Tenpenny Parks, you can still get the beautiful big box collector's edition and fit everything inside it without having to buy the game twice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this is something that our fans of Tenpenny Parks have been saying for years. They're like, I want more. I want bigger. This deserves more. It's the most beautiful game I own. Why can't I get more of it? So we got you. We're on it.
You ask. You can't get if you don't ask, right? Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah, we try to listen to the fans. If they say they want a thing, we want to give it to you. So keep the input coming. We love hearing it.
And how long is the Kickstarter running? Because it started recently.
It launched on October 7th. The last day is October 28th, so you've got a little bit of time left, but not too much, so don't delay on that too well. It is fully funded. It is a Kickstarter project we love, so it's really easy to find on Kickstarter. Just look for Tenpenny Parks or Thunderworks Games. You'll come across it. And we've got another about a week and change yet. Okay.
Any other items that are on the horizon or something you want to share a little more love?
We always have more in the works at
Games.
Thunderworks Yes, I will tease a couple of things. We do have some very exciting things coming up for games that we already have that are also looking for some more expansions. So we have more expansions coming up. We have more base games coming up. We have version 2s of games coming up. We have some giant things for some of our bestseller games coming up. Okay. But the next actual release that we have is the standalone adventure for role-player adventures, the Silver Threads of Fate. That one kickstarted a while ago, and printing is done. It's on its way. We're hoping to do fulfillment for that in just a couple of months. So for those of you looking for a fresh new standalone adventure in the World of Ulos line, that's going to be a really fun one. But we definitely have both World of Ulos games and non-World of Ulos games coming up. We will have another secret drop coming for Gen Con next year. Uh-huh. We're working on it. We're printing it as fast as we can. We're testing it as fast as our little fingers can play.
Real quick, pitch the audience on Role Player Adventures, because I've never had an opportunity to play.
Oh, absolutely. So Role Player, the original game designed by Keith Matejka, our CEO, founder, entrepreneur, the man of the hour himself. Mm-hmm. Role Player made all of this possible, right? Mm-hmm. So that world was so well loved and so well enjoyed. This strategy dice drafting game.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, oh, it's so good. And if you're a D&D fan or any RPG, it's a love letter to that, where you're dice drafting to build a character. So if your favorite part of building a character or of playing D&D is building a character, Role Player is for you. If you hate building a character, Role Player is for you, because now it's fun.
Right.
So everybody loved Role Player, and then out of that also came Cartographers and World of Ulos, all kinds of games. Everybody wanted to see more of the Role Player universe and wanted to take these adventures that you've crafted on an adventure. So we developed this storybook-driven campaign adventure that it kind of utilizes some of the mechanics of Role Player to give you a way to take your adventures out into the world of Ulos and really explore more of what this world has to offer about the lore and the settings and the characters. And the more you play of these World of Ulos games, the more you see little Easter eggs that cross over, but you don't have to know any of these games to play the others. So if you've never played Role Player, you can 100% enjoy going on an adventure with your friends in Role Player Adventures. If you've loved Role Player Adventures, you don't have to know anything about Role Player or vice versa. All of our games are standalone.
Right.
But I really love a campaign
Oh yeah, I
the
mean,
choices
we have
are
a huge
interesting.
RPG audience,
Yeah.
so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to mention that.
For me, the real seller on that is that the choices you make in that game genuinely matter. They carry over from chapter to chapter.
Okay.
You know, you might do something in episode 1, and 5 chapters later, you're like, oh man,
Why did we do that?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted that guy.
Right.
You know, you got to remember everything tracks and changes as you go. So it really makes you feel like the choices that you're doing matter. The story is the real crux of that game. The mechanics are interesting and fun and crunchy, but the story is what makes this campaign game, I think, unique from other campaign games. It's very involving.
And if you enjoyed rolling up characters, creating characters and role player, you can take them on out and get a total party kill with your friends.
Yes. Although, in Role Player Adventures, if you experience a total party kill, it can be very interesting, and not necessarily in a bad way.
And it may not be the end of the
Or
story.
it might
huh?
not be, you get a little glimpse behind the veil sometimes
Okay.
when you're back there. So, not that I encourage attempting a total party kill, but you know, it's not the end of the world.
Right.
Or is it?
Or is it?
Yeah.
Any final thoughts you want to share, Jess?
Well, just that we're so excited at the success of the games that we've had this year. Emerald Skulls has been a fantastic amount of fun. We've been having a bunch of hosted games where I'm just hearing people cheering and shouting and rolling dice. That's one of our World of Ulos games that is an absolute blast for groups. Plays up to 6, up to 8 with a mini expansion. I just love hearing something raucous come out because we're known for Euro games, right? We're midweight Euro for the most part. So now we've got a couple of kind of lighter weight and kind of more group gambling fun. We're really diversifying, and we're so excited to be bringing all these new titles into our family and also expanding on the world that everyone knows and loves from role player and cartographers. So never fear, we have a lot more fun stuff coming, and I wish I could tell you more about it, but I guess you'll just have to stay tuned
completely understand.
for more news.
Well, Jess, thank you very much for taking time out to stand under the sun that's like a heat lamp for some oddball reason here. It's not even that hot in here. I'm like, okay.
Wisconsin in
You
October,
make me
it's
nervous.
for
That's
sweating.
what it is.
Oh, stop.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the
Always
show.
a pleasure. Well, thank you.
See you
I
at
will.
Gen Con.